Hello, and welcome to Transfiguration class. One of the most advanced transfiguration spells enables a wizard to become an animagus. Animagi can transform themselves into animals and then back into people. For example... Are there any questions?
Professor McGonagall, are werewolves animagi?
No, they're not. Animagi turn into animals at will. A werewolf cannot control its transformation. Now for today's lesson, the Draconifors and Lapifors spells. Miss Granger, perhaps you'd grace the class by having a go at the exercise I've prepared.
Me? Oh, yes!
If you'll just step through this door, then... Let's begin with the Lapifors spell, Miss Granger.
Right. Lapifors, the transformation of a small object into a rabbit.
Correct, Miss Granger. 5 house points for Gryffindor. Cast Lapifors on the rabbit statue. You will then be able to control the transfigured rabbit.
Happy December the 7th, everyone! We are getting closer. The first Advent candle is lit, and I'd like to welcome you to Let's Play Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. This is Alex115 speaking, and we are about to enter the highlight of the game for me, the Draconifors-Lapifors spell challenge. So, just like Carpe Retractum, this is another one of those. We are aiming for 10 challenge shields. It's also gonna tick the box here in the achievements list. You can try this as many times as you want. Once you actually do it, you'll be able to finish the game and also access the Bean bonus room. Honestly, Hermione's Bean bonus room is the best one for reasons I'll cover later on. Furthermore, we are gonna get our hands on 5 dragon cards over here, 8 secrets. There's a lot to look forward to. And Hermione is not learning just 1, but 2 spells, and each mechanically different enough. So first of all, Lapifors, it essentially means we turn a rabbit statue to make things easier into an actual rabbit that we then get to control via a unique control scheme. But let's let McGonagall explain this.
Lapifors use the arrow keys to move the rabbit in the desired direction. The right mouse button will make the rabbit hop. Push the forward arrow key and hold down the right mouse button for the longest jumps. Press the enter key anytime you wish to stop the spell. Or simply complete the task at hand with the rabbit and the spell will stop on its own.
Correct, so pressing enter, which is the same as cutscene skip in Chamber of Secrets and in few occasions actually works here in Prisoner of Azkaban, returns you to control Hermione, okay? So with the bunny, you can essentially, you cannot sidestep, you cannot really even turn him, you can only go forward, backward, and you turn with mouse, not with A and D. However, tapping right action key versus holding the right action key gives you different heights to a jump, and you can even combine them into forward jump, or even these hops in a place, which is pretty damn funny.
You will find rabbit holes throughout the challenge, Miss Granger. If a hole is blocked by grass, click the left mouse button to make the rabbit chew through the vegetation.
Got it! Press the left mouse button to chew through the grass.
Oh, Hermione, calm down. By the way, she's maintaining eye contact the entire time, no matter where you go, which is a nice detail. How she does that once the bunny disappears through the wall, I truly do not know. Anyway, chewing grass, that's what the bunny can do, as well as dig. Let me show you.
Well done. Now, take note of the mound of earth. Position the rabbit on top of the dirt and press the left mouse button to begin digging.
Right. Use the left mouse button to chew or dig.
See, not at all complicated. By the way, whenever you enter these rabbit-only areas, make sure to explore thoroughly. There are some hidden goodies, but this particular
Splendid,
one
Miss Granger.
is a bad example. Now, by the way, if you're so inclined, you can even keep going forward with the bunny. But as you can see, the bunny cannot collect challenge shields or even interact or chew through the suits of armor. So this is up to Hermione to do. Honestly, this whole bunny and then a later spell controlling versus Hermione controlling is the closest thing we get to actual strategic character switching, unlike the rest of the game which auto-switches to the character. Yeah.
Depulso! Depulso!
It's like, just imagine what the game could have been if they took it a bit more seriously, you know? Okay, so plenty of beans and the first dragon card of the set.
Common Welsh green dragon. The breed is amongst the least troublesome of dragons and actively avoids humans unless provoked. Fire is issued in thin jets.
Issued, not issued. Interesting. That's a very British way to say it. Anywho, the first shield appears here, and again, the counter over here. Just wanted to point that out. Okay, unicorn tapestry, which is really interesting. And look, this absolutely spectacular bunny tapestry. A bit of a hint. I love how Alohomora is a forbidden spell, but all the professors know, all the students know it anyway. Don't forget the cauldron over here. And each time we enter with a bunny to another area, it's gonna be ever so slightly more expanded than the previous one. Oh, please don't get the bunny impaled there. Oh, that's a painful idea. It doesn't actually work like that. You're not gonna get him impaled, but, you know, it just hurts to even watch him jump on that. Okay. This place really doesn't fulfill bunny safety protocols at all. And again, you cannot collect the challenge shield, nor the save game book, okay? I just have fun trying that sort of thing. But there's something Bunny can do to get rid of enemies, which I'm gonna show you later. I'm really curious if many of you who played the game before even know about that. So, couple of gardens on the side. Awesome. And there's a challenge shield we want up there, but mind the gargoyle head over here. 2 cauldron cakes, just like that. Very easy to miss, okay? Okay, so... this is a larger one, and there's quite a lot of exploration to do, so behind these planters are some additional beams and a pasty each. Excellent. We can jump into the well, but first we need to open it. It's the same well used for the Pixie Infestation game, but this one has no bucket or Pixie Infestation for that matter, which, I mean, thank goodness. Imagine the Pixie Infestation be actually part of a repeatable challenge. No thanks. So now we're gonna step on a bunny button, that sounds funny, which is not gonna end our control of it because there's more to do. So this is a sort of unspoken hint system, although McGonagall did point that out. And we didn't miss a single bean when falling down like this. Excellent. Sometimes that happens and I need to re-enter the well from up top, which is mildly annoying. Excellent. Okay, onwards we go. Yay! And the shield is, well, I want to say ours. It's purely Hermione's.
Now let's move on to the Draconifors spell. Cast on the dragon statue, Miss Granger, to transform it into a living creature.
Okay, you know what? Let's do that straight away.
Draconifors. Oh, brilliant!
Now, listen closely. To proceed, you will need to use the dragon to get the fireball pickup. Then fly up and land on a platform. Finally, you must light the torch to complete this part of the challenge. Off you go, Miss Granger. Click the spacebar to make the dragon fly. Use the arrow keys to make it turn. Click the left mouse button to make the dragon breathe fire. Once it's grabbed a fireball pickup, the dragon will produce 1 blast of flames for each pickup.
Yeah, that was McGonagall talking over herself. They gave such a short duration to that third hint that it got immediately interrupted via the fourth, which is unfortunate. Anywho, just like with Bugbeak, guys, it's exactly the same control scheme. So in many ways, the Hippogriff flying minigame was a tutorial for how to control these dragons, and I couldn't be happier. This is better than any Quidditch game, honestly, even the one I like in Philosopher's Stone. So, let's collect all the goodies around here, and whenever you have control of the dragon, always check the highest most point. There tend to be some hidden cauldron cakes in such cases. By the way, you can pass through these, and like McGonagall said, you can do it 3 times. And that means you can carry 3 charges. You kind of have to memorize how many you're carrying. The game's not going to keep track. You can pass even more times, but you still only... There was 1. Then there should be... Oh wait, we got rid of all of them in one go. Okay, doesn't matter. 3 charges is the maximum you can carry. So let's just use the one we need for this. Don't want to take up more of your time.
Miss Granger.
I know, Miss Granger is plenty splendid. Anyway, before we jump across, I'd like to... Okay guys, there's something I never even thought of trying, and I think the time has come. So first of all, let's...
Depulso!
start the fountain over here. That's gonna open that compartment with imps over there. And how about we breathe fire on them? Guys, I'm pretty sure nothing is gonna happen. But I just gotta try this. So, dragon, keep us safe. Oh my god. Ah, doesn't work. Okay, I don't presume we can pick these up, but they explode when they come into contact with the dragon. Look. Oh, wait. I cannot move there. I was hoping we can set them off. Ah, that's a bummer. Anyway, it was worth the try, wasn't it? Nah, it probably wasn't. Oh, quick, throw it. It's gonna go boom. Oh, yeah, if you throw them from way up too close, you're gonna get hit. Okay, make sure to cross this threshold and actually enter this to get the secret registered, and also mind the pumpkins on the side, okay? It would be a shame to miss something. Okay, excellent. Now the steps to climb up are only on this other side, so you're not gonna avoid jumping across this platform that we had to rotate with the dragon, but it's fine. And no, you cannot cast on the other gargoyles or the house banners, in case you're wondering. Anyway, that was a fun experiment. Let's keep going. Oh yeah, if you fall down, you unlock a secret. I like this actually. It's very counterintuitive, but that's what makes it a good secret in my opinion. Okay, so occasionally these can have even 2 pumpkin pasties. Now the largest pumpkin of them all. No pumpkins, but a card. How cool is that?
Hebridean black dragon. Britain's other native dragon is more aggressive than its Welsh counterpart and feeds mostly on deer, though it has been known to carry off large dogs.
And the artwork is incredible. Seriously, as much as I complain about the bad character art, well, not bad, but just not as good as previously, the beasts, on the other hand, well done indeed. Okay, but that cauldron cake, we need to get it. And by we, I mean the dragon we're gonna summon. Well, turn a statue into. But you get the gist. Is there any cauldron cake flying in there? No. Okay, so let's just get the one underneath the platform. Again, very easy to miss here. Excellent. And let's go up, up, up. And let's just take a quick peek if there's something all the way at the top. No? Ah, okay. Nevertheless, please get into habit of doing that. Otherwise you might miss some cakes. And that would make me sad. Okay, pasties aplenty, and wait until you see Hermione's bean bonus room. It really is the best one. Okay, there we go. It rotated just the way we needed to. I guess these challenge shields really are unavoidable. Any gargoyle heads up there? No, okay. But I'm pretty sure there's gonna be another one quite like before, and on we go. Okay, excellent. Ooh, this room, and wait, what on earth happened with the textures here? Guys, I've never seen this before. The only mod I'm running is the Rictusempra and Depulso swap. That must have affected these. These are supposed to be wooden steps. Interesting, well, they're bubbles now. Interesting, okay. Now, unless this is some new Windows 11 issue I don't yet know about. So, before we start hungrily consuming all the beans we can get Hermione to touch, let's start with the Lapifors rabbit and chew our way through to victory. Oh, this is a large one, and I like it. So if you follow this trail, you can immediately trigger a button, but then you're not going to be able to retransfigure this particular rabbit again, and you're going to miss on a plethora of goodies. So first of all, let's also dig these 2 holes, and yes, I know we didn't actually pick those up. I first want them to spawn fully and then pass through them. There we go. And this, my friends, is a secret we would have missed if we did things in a different priority order, and I would lose sleep over that. Now, in an ideal world, I would first chew all the veggies and then get to eat my dessert, but the dessert seems to fall on top of us, so it's kind of gonna be unavoidable. But hey, we're doing a good job of that. Ah, we have to pick up that pasty. Shoot. Okay, I would love to fill this room first and then collect everything in one go. It's the most satisfying. Because if it's partitioned like this, you kind of forget what you picked up already, you know? Oh, this is such a good level. Okay, excellent. So, this was a little nice nook hidden over here. The fact that we exploded as a bunny is just absolutely adorable. And now, we get to see some exterior shots of Hogwarts as well. Ah, it reminds me so much of the Wingardium Leviosa challenge from the first game, but even prettier. And yes, we could have ignored the button and jumped down into that large pit with the bunny to collect cauldron cakes, but don't worry, all in due time. So now, this is how we get to collect the rest of the beans up here, which is just as well. And I mean, just look at this place. So first of all, let's pick up all the beans on the ledges over here. I guess good thing we're not on a time trial, huh? But don't worry, I have an answer to that. And those wooden hammers and beams are all made of stone bubbles. I don't know how else to describe it. That is very odd indeed. Okay, let's pick up the cauldron cakes here. You don't have to do it now with the dragon, don't you worry if you forget about that. You also will be able to get Hermione here or the bunny if you did so before pressing the button, okay? We have 3 braziers. And we can pick up 3 charges of the fireball at one time, but we don't need to do it. We can always just do pick up and then breathe fire. Each time you'll be shown a cutscene of what is supposed to be wooden hammer hitting a wooden beam, but okay. So let's activate the top one, and let's not forget about the bottom one either. Something so satisfying about these hammers. Okay, and now for the final one. And this, my friends, marks the end of the first part of the challenge, which again, like I mentioned in the Carpe Retractum challenge, is not split into separate levels, which is excellent. Like it was with Herbology Lesson and Incendio challenge, for example, in Philosopher's Stone. Or the Potions Lesson and Potions class or challenge, was it? Okay, excellent. And now I would very much like to explore what's down here. We already picked up the cauldron cakes as a dragon. Let's open the chest whilst the imps are keeping us busy. Excellent. I never stood a chance. Look at that. I once managed to finish off 4 imps with 1 blow, but that was exceedingly rare. And now, guys, I want to do something. I don't know if it's actually going to work out. Yes! Ah, so happy that worked. I really wanted to propel Hermione higher onto the steps. Excellent. Okay, guys, so finishing the first part, you should have 2 dragon cards, 4 out of 8 secrets, 6 out of 10 shields. I think shield-wise it was the same situation in Carpe Retractum. Let's move on to the second part, which thankfully is the same level. Okay, and there we are, facing an interesting stone block structure. So first of all, it seems the crests are closest. This really reminds me of rotating Professor Lockhart's portraits puzzle in the Rictusempra challenge. No, not that. Shoot, okay. That was less efficient than I would have liked. Anywho, one more turn. And there we go, all 3 open. We don't need to do anything else. We can pre-open the door over there. By the way, you don't need to stand on this tile highlighted here for it to work. So, a challenge shield, this should contain a card, and that should contain goodies. Exactly. Ah, just beans then, but to be fair, that's what was on the icon. So let's see this card then.
Hungarian Horntail Dragon. Supposedly the most dangerous of all dragon breeds, the Hungarian Horntail can breathe fire up to 50 feet.
Which is incredibly impressive and also makes the first Triwizard Tournament task not fair when someone draws this dragon. But anyway, we'll talk more about that later. For now, I'd like to introduce you to a new enemy type which I actually absolutely love.
This, Miss Granger, is a Bundyman. A Bundyman will expel a foul trail of slime that you will need to avoid.
Ugh, it's repulsive.
You can cast Rictusempra to stun a Bundyman. Then, if you're quick enough, you can jump on top of it to see if it will produce a reward.
Now, it's absolutely hideous, it should totally not exist. Why do I love these things so much? Not only do you have to cast on them, but also jump on them. Okay, you don't have to do it, they will disappear anyway, but if you don't jump on them on time, you will miss out on the reward they produce. And by the way, this is a way you can farm an infinite number of pumpkin pasties in the Prisoner of Azkaban, if for whatever reason you're so inclined, because each time you rerun the Draconifors-Lapifors challenge, these things respawn, okay? And mind the hidden cauldron cake over here. But I want to show you far more entertaining way of doing away with these fellas, okay? So first of all, I'm gonna do away with this one, the normal way. Okay, see, Hermione can jump on it. Oh, they still leave the trail behind. However, I want to show you some absolutely excellent way of getting rid of them. Let's first stun them as Hermione and then jump on them as a bunny. And the bunny can also collect the rewards. And oh my god, Hermione, you're taking damage. I'm not sure you're aware of that. So let's be real quick and careful. And there we go. So you can team up with the bunny to actually finish off the Bundymans. It's so much fun. This is great. I mean, to be fair, it's not really new for us to have some mechanically diverse enemies. I mean, Chamber of Secrets already introduced this with having to move orange snails and fire crabs into their specific traps. Or you also had to throw gnomes into their holes to get rid of them.
That is a gnome hole.
But still, it felt like vast majority of the creatures you just flipendo or Rictusempra, and that's essentially it, especially in the Philosopher's Stone. So I'm really happy about this kind of mechanical progression. Oh, and by the way, in case you're wondering, no, bunnies cannot eat chocolate. Not good for them. So, yeah. Okay, no other hidden goodies there or there, but this is considered a secret. Would you look at that? No, 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 please, bunny, don't yet go home, because we have a cake I want to collect, and it should be right above here. Again, very easy to miss. It's above the entrance. Sneaky, sneaky. Oh, there's something at the top. Must be some tree. Oh, anyway, okay, doesn't matter. So that's essentially it for this room, but let's not forget something we learned in the Hogwarts grounds, and that's that each of the house animals cut into a shrub has a unique animation and a number of beans they can provide us with, which is really sweet. Excellent. So there we go. Let's also... yeah, these beans can fly far. Let's make sure they are not behind the planters. No, that all looks fine. That bean made it on top, but Hermione can jump that height, thankfully. Okay, that should be about it. Let's keep moving. It really reminds me of the herbology lesson from the Philosopher's Stone, with its greenhousey aesthetic. It always changes to such a dark theme when the imps are involved. I'm not sure why. Oh my god, that was sneaky. Okay, okay. Okay, those guys were cornered. They cornered themselves for whatever reason. Oof. What? You are still alive? Unbelievable. I thought I'm better at this. Anyway, give me a reward, please. Thank you. Okay. And now, let's check these nukes. Yeah, pumpkin pasty. Not a cake this time, but a pasty on each side, which is lovely. It's an overall higher value in beans than just one cake. Okay, I guess that's that. And now... ah, yeah, above the door over here. Because you can absolutely see the Spongify tile hidden there. Ooh, I like this one. Okay, so it seems that the pumpkins are almost aligned already, so let's keep that momentum going. Okay. Oh, the card was aligned on the way. Oh, that's pretty sweet. So the crest is the only one remaining. I think this is the most efficient way of doing that. Very nice indeed. So that means we haven't missed a single challenge shield. Let's check the dragon card.
Romanian Longhorn Dragon. The horns of this breed of dragon are highly valued as potion ingredients, and as a result, its numbers have fallen in recent years.
I used to think, wait, Romanian Longhorn? Isn't that Norbert's breed? But then I found out, nope, that's Norwegian Ridgeback, and we're gonna get a card for that one as well. I just confused it because Norbert in the first game was transported to Romania. But he's not gonna be a native dragon to those parts. Which is why Hagrid was so worried about him. Okay, So, another hidden gargoyle head with cakes. Absolutely lovely. I love how this sentence makes sense. Hidden gargoyle head with cakes. But in this game, it absolutely does. So, there should be a Bandyman somewhere here. We are entering the final room of the challenge, and it's quite memorable. We want to get here. We also want to get here. And also, the other side of this garden haze has a huge Alahomora symbol on it, but it cannot be opened with Alahomora from this side. It's a bit odd. We are also never gonna get inside as Hermione, only as a bunny. Not sure why the Alahomora sign is there, but there you have it. Excellent. Now, there should be 2 more I'd like to get rid of. Let's not get caught in the crossfire, please. Excellent. Okay. Okay, 2 cakes. This is very good. Behind the Spongify tile over here. Don't worry, you're not gonna miss it. You need it to finish the level. We want to get to the top of the tower where the final challenge shield is. Now, I would really like to jump over the save game book. Ah, shoot, I once managed to do it. It is incredibly difficult. Okay. So that means if we mess up, we'll have to repeat a larger part. What? No way. No way, that was not enough time. Well, good thing we saved. It's funny, I just about said, in case we mess up. So let's do that again. Let's first open this up, and now let's cast. I want to do this the rabbit way. Ah, thank you. Okay. Why do I always make life unnecessarily complicated for myself? Anywho, so first things first, I would like to use this neat shortcut. Let's leave that alone for now and get to what I think is the penultimate secret. And this is the garden hatch, which has the Alahomora symbol on the other side that I was talking about, but we are not supposed to get here. Yeah, it's really odd. Now, doing all this is gonna take a while, and what's worse, guys, in case we mess something up in the bean bonus room, we'll have to repeat the whole damn thing, which is why I so desperately wanted to jump over that save game book. Then again, it saved me because I messed up with the Bandyman, so pros and cons, I guess. Okay, so let's do this. Excellent. Ooh, okay, just beans there. Now, overall, this was a very generous secret, but it never really feels that way when you chew grass for 5 seconds and get 2 beans. But when you add it up, it's actually pretty good. There we go. And this is where I wanted to get before even saving. Oh well. So, Norwegian Ridgeback should be ours. Excellent. Yeah, this looks more like Norbert.
Norwegian Ridgeback Dragon. The Ridgeback is nowadays one of the rarer dragon breeds and has been known to attack most kinds of large land mammal.
Phew, Norbert, the things you'll be up to when you grow up. Okay. Anywho, that's it. Nicely done. I think the next Bandyman that appears is way too far from the rabbit for me to do these kinds of shenanigans. So, there we go. Okay, was worried they're gonna do unnecessary cutscene. Nah, they're taking it more lightly this time around. Remember how every single Lumos Gargoyle in Philosopher's Stone triggered an unskippable cutscene? Ah, that wasn't very good, was it? It's one of the reasons why I don't like Lumos Challenge as much as many other people do, despite its phenomenal atmosphere. Okay, and let's go here. Love that there's so many goodies on top of the hedge. Okay, and remember, ever since that save game book, all that we're gonna have to repeat if we mess up in the bean bonus room, so we'd better not. But we did great during the first one, after Carpe Retractum, so I have no reason to think this will be any different. Oh, and just as a final footnote, you cannot collect the large shield as the dragon, of course. Hermione has to do that. Ah, we almost made it to 100 pumpkin pasties, but we're gonna fix that in the bean bonus room. So, let's hear some praise. This is what Hermione lives for. Yay! But first praise for me, we have all 10 challenge shields and another achievement complete.
Nicely done, Miss Granger. You've completed the challenge. You've collected all 10 challenge shields, which means
I get to go to the Bean bonus room. Fantastic! Wow! This is the Bean bonus room!
correct, Hermione. Collect as many goodies as you can before the time runs out.
So not only is Ron from a poor family, he also got screwed over on the Bean bonus room because his version of the Bean bonus room didn't have any pumpkin pasties or cauldron cakes. But Hermione's, my goodness. Okay, maybe this is the Hogwarts administration way of saying sorry for the whole Mudblood incident. Who knows? Anyway, let's take advantage of that. And we just need to ensure we pick up every single pasty and cauldron cake. So for that purpose, I'm gonna wait around these armors to collect the pasties that drop out of them. It is worth it, trust me. So much more than collecting a few extra beans. Okay, excellent. Love the lightning in that room. It's different from Ron's version of the room. Okay. Excellent. Nice. So, it's the same route that we practiced before, which should make this somewhat easier, because practice makes perfect. Alrighty then. Whew. Oh, these falls always make me nervous that we're gonna mess them up and we're not gonna have enough time to spongify back up, but in this case we need to spongify back up anyway, so I shouldn't be that worried, I guess. Woo! Okay, we got it. We nailed it. I'm not gonna repeat the Draconifors-Lapifors final room, hopefully. Okay. Now, we're not doing that great time-wise. Actually, no, we are fine. And wait for this mayhem of falling beans. And that was a bit risky on my part, but let's see if we can still collect everything here. That would be phenomenal. Again, don't worry about the odd bean here or there, just worry about the pasties and cakes. We got all pasties and cakes, just a few beans. Yes! Oh, there's one. Ah, we did it.
Hermione! There you are! How was it?
Excellent. I can turn things into dragons now.
Wicked! You mean the flying, roaring, burn down the village sort of dragon?
No. It's just a very small transfigured dragon.
Oh, shame. You can have another go at the challenge if you like, Hermione. We can come back and do it another time.
Remember the words of wisdom from few days back? Make sure to always squeeze these armors for what they're worth. Each visit to the challenge's Crossroads is unique in the game. So, another 50 beans should be ours.
It looks like this challenge is locked at the moment.
And this right here is the icon for the final spell we learn, Glacius. In between, however, there's also gonna be Expecto Patronum that Harry is gonna learn. Of course, it's the signature spell of this
Do you
year.
want to replay the Carpe Retractum challenge, Ron? What do you think, Hermione? Fancy another go at the Draconifors-Lapifors challenge?
Okay guys, I really hope you enjoyed Draconifors-Lapifors challenge. Now as I'll walk towards the end of that corridor and finish today's episode, I'm gonna desperately try to cast Depulso on that suit of armor and you'll see it doesn't work from this distance. Nevertheless, I will say thanks to my absolutely amazing patrons for the day before I say farewell for the day and see you again tomorrow. Let's see it. No! Despite that mishap, I would like to say thanks to my free Patreon members and especially my loyal Winstons. Blankgoopel, Meek, Severin Drax, Enstickle, Katie Danger, Pooh the Two, Basic Branny, and Bino. Next, I would like to say big thanks to my Caretaker Winstons, Michael McConkey, Caravetu, Renegade Derny, Blanket Fox, Jonathan Jones, Dig Debee, and PD92. I would also like to give special thanks to my brave veteran Winstons, Andrea Paviglianiti, Alexander, and Richard Dearman. And finally, I would like to give one very special thanks to my one and only fine vintage Winston, Akira Foxmind. And thank you all for making my dreams coming true. You guys are allowing me to bring you videos this often and to keep all of them ad-free. It's an absolute dream coming true, and I couldn't do it without your support. And furthermore, thank you today for again taking over Hagrid's gardening duties whilst he's busy taking care of magical creatures, and also recruiting an army of Hufflepuffs, maintaining Hogwarts' best kept secret, the most gorgeous gardens we've seen in today's level. Guys, I don't know about you, but this right here today was probably my most favorite level of the game. But I have some more elaborate thoughts on this topic, but I'm gonna talk more about them later on in our December adventure. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say for now. I hope you enjoyed today's level as much as I did, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow for a shorter, and like today, much darker episode, but nevertheless absolutely crucial for the story. So I hope to see you there again tomorrow.